There's not really a lot of snow, but so we've got some rocks and then we also have some ice scattered in there. So it's not a terrible day for earthing. It's not quite, you know, if my feet start to get a little numb, I can go to the rocks and that helps a little bit. So I'm just resting on this little rock. It's not cold at all, so. I'd spend a lot of time earthing, but I don't spend a lot of time doing it in the snow. So it's something that I don't need to do a whole lot all at once. I'm just kind of doing what feels right. I'm just listening to like my intuition, honestly, because that's really important in life. There are some people that train for this for a long time and build up the ability to run marathons barefoot, but not only barefoot in the snow. I'm nowhere near that, and I don't even know if that's something I want to do, but I think that putting ourselves in uncomfortable situations is really important. And I love earthing, but one thing that I found is when it is wintertime, I don't do it as much, so my feet become a little bit more tender. I honestly start to feel really disconnected from that high vibrational frequency from the planet, and so I just start, I don't know, man, I start feeling drained and tired and just not the same when I'm not doing it. It's honestly just as important to me as meditating for like my mental health and for, I don't know, just in general, man. I found a little dry spot that I was just gonna chill out for a second. It still feels like really cold though, but this isn't bad right here, honestly. Oh, what's this? Is this a little rock? I've been doing YouTube for like 3 months now, and it's been consistent. I've been doing it like every week, and honestly, it's been an interesting experience. I think that there's definitely some positives and negatives to it, and I just wanted to lay it out there. I know that I don't have as many subscribers as some people have. I don't have as many videos as some people have. My content might not be as professional as some people's are. I haven't been doing it that long. I'm not as experienced, but I feel like, and this is just my opinion, take it or leave it, but you know, I feel like the more that you have, the harder it becomes, because there's this pressure, there's this dopamine rush, there's this addiction. It's definitely made to be addictive. Okay, it's time to go back on the snow while I talk about this, because my feet are feeling like back to kind of normal. Oh, there we go. A little bit of the snowy parts. So that being said, I feel like the more subscribers you have, the more pressure you have to put out good content, the more people you feel like you have to appease. I'm not saying that everybody is like this, but I would wage to guess that this is something that many YouTubers struggle with, like probably a ton. And so I wanted to bring light to it because, yeah, it's just been something that I've been thinking about a lot lately, and it's something that I want to talk about. When you make a video, you always have in the back of your head, how can I make this to be something people want to watch? Like me going in the snow, barefoot. Going barefoot in the snow is something that I normally would do, but would I do it like this? Would I be trying to get like shots? Would I be, you know, I probably would be more present with it. Okay, time for a little break. So the whole thing is like, you always have in the back of your head, is this going to be something people are going to enjoy watching? How, you know, am I going to get more followers for this? How can I make it something where people are going to watch it, which isn't a problem, but it becomes this obsessive quality that can be not healthy for you mentally. Now, if you're a person that already has mental stuff, so you might not notice it as much, but it's important to step back and ask yourself, is this something that is filling my cup up? Or is it something that's draining me? Yes, jobs do have that quality no matter what, but you know, it's important to ask yourself, is this worth it? Because a lot of YouTubers go on YouTube to have freedom, to be financially free, to do something that they love, and not be controlled by like the system. But what ends up happening is you end up being controlled by this illusion or this addiction of likes and followers, and it's all very much orchestrated to make people addicted to it, because the creators of YouTube don't have your best interest at heart. They want you to become addicted to making content and making stuff that people want to view, which, you know, over time, I think it can wear on people. It can be very draining. It can, you know, to have that many people judging your life, or, you know, just watching you, and yeah, and having that pressure to create good content. And is it getting likes? Is it getting followers? There's a YouTube Studio app you can have where you can see how many views it has. You can see how many hours people have spent watching it. You can see what the average duration people usually watch it for, how many subscribers it got. It just creates this obsessive quality, and I'm here to just be honest about it, because I know I'm not alone. Is like, sometimes when I post a video, I will be checking that app, like sometimes many times in the day. And it's something where when I started noticing it, I knew right away that it wasn't healthy. You know, the whole point of YouTube and doing that, in my perspective, was to have something that was low stress, where you could put your creative energy in it, and maybe one day you might gain some financial freedom from it. And it's definitely not the way it's become. I know that there's like a lot of other really popular YouTubers that have tons of followers that don't mind having that obsessive quality, don't mind, you know, having that relationship with it, because that's okay with them in their life. But you really have to sit down and ask yourself, is this something that's draining me? Am I giving my power away to something that's draining me and taking something away from me and impacting my life in a negative way? Or is it something that is creative and is fun? If you can use it like that, that's incredible. And that's the balance I'm trying to find. I was considering not posting this week, but then I thought, well, why don't I just be honest about what's going on? Do a quick video about how I'm feeling, and, you know, kind of leave it at that. Don't do something that's going to feel draining, or like I'm trying to get a lot of subscribers from, and so on and so on. So yeah, if you're watching this, I would love to know, if you are a YouTuber or if you've been considering YouTube, I'd love to know your thoughts on it. You know, really ask yourself, because, you know, I feel like when I started, I didn't think it would be like that. I really didn't. And even while I was doing it, I was like, well, I can change my relationship. I can change it. I can make this different. It doesn't have to be like this, but I haven't yet found that. So I would love to hear people's feedback, and I'd love to hear what you thought of my opinion on it, if it was helpful. Yeah, I think being a community about it and talking about it is really important. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I would say like and subscribe to the channel, but or don't do it if you don't want to, because life is not all about subscribers and likes. And the moment we stop caring is the moment we take our power back. So if you're watching this, take your dang power back, and I'll see you next time.